Why do some people work their whole lives and still feel lost, while others seem to always know exactly where they're going? The difference isn't how hard they work. It's this. Kayla was busy every single day. She woke up early, worked late, juggled her job, her side hustle, her gym, and her family. People always said, "I don't know how you do it all." But late at night, when everything got quiet, she felt something she couldn't shake. She was moving, but she didn't know where. At 29, she felt like she was running fast on a treadmill. Lots of sweat, lots of effort, same spot. One Sunday, she sat at her grandmother's kitchen table and said the things she hadn't said out loud to anyone. "Grandma, I feel like I'm doing everything right, but I'm not getting anywhere." Grandma Ruth didn't look sorry for her. She stood up, walked to the closet, and came back with something old, a small brass compass. Worn smooth around the edges, she placed it on the table. "Pick it up," she said. Kayla lifted it. The needle swung and settled, pointing north. "Does it care how hard you've been working? How busy your week was?" "No," Kayla said quietly. "All it does is tell you which direction you're facing." She folded her hands. "So let me ask you something. Which direction are you facing?" Kayla opened her mouth, then closed it. She didn't have an answer. "You're not lazy," Grandma Ruth said gently, "but busy and directed are two very different things." "But I have goals," Kayla replied. "I want to be successful. I want financial freedom." Grandma Ruth smiled, the way she always did when she was about to say something important. "Baby, those aren't goals. Those are wishes." Kayla sat with that. It stung, but it felt true. "A wish is something you want," Grandma Ruth said. "A goal is something you've decided. A wish lives in your head. A goal lives on paper. A wish waits for the right time. A goal has a deadline." She pointed to the compass. "That needle doesn't point somewhere general. It points exactly north. Your goals have to work the same way. Not, 'I want to be successful,' but 'I will own my own business by 32. Not, 'I want freedom,' but 'I will have 6 months of savings by December.' Specific, written down, with a date." She leaned forward. "The goal tells you where to go. Discipline keeps you walking when the road gets hard. Most people fail, not because they are not capable. They fail because they were never really pointed at anything." That night, Kayla drove home and did something she had never done before. She sat at her kitchen table with a notebook and wrote down exactly what she wanted, with dates, with numbers, real stakes. Launch her own event planning business in 18 months, first paying client in 90 days. $2,000 saved by year's end. Then she worked backwards. What did she need to do this month? This week? Tomorrow? She stopped doing things that kept her busy but didn't move her forward. She protected her mornings. She stopped scrolling at night and started building instead. Some days were hard, but she had something she had never had before. Direction, a real one. 14 months later, Kayla planned her first large corporate event. Real client. Real check. That night, she called Grandma Ruth. "I got my first big client." Grandma Ruth laughed softly. "How'd it feel knowing exactly where you were going?" Kayla looked at the compass sitting on her desk. She'd asked for it before leaving that Sunday. It sat next to her notebook every single day. "Like nothing could stop me," she said. "Nothing can," Grandma Ruth replied. "Not when you know where you're headed." Busyness is not progress. You can be exhausted and still be going nowhere. Goals are not dreams you wish for at night. They are decisions you make in the morning. Specific, written down, with deadlines, backed by the daily discipline to keep walking even when it's slow and nobody else can see what you're building yet. A compass doesn't promise the road will be easy. It just keeps pointing. Steady, honest, exact. Pick a direction, a real one, and keep pointing there every single day. Right now, not tomorrow. Grab a piece of paper and write down one real goal. Make it specific. Give it a deadline. Write down one thing you can do tomorrow morning that points toward it. Then do that thing first. Before the phone, before the noise, one step in the right direction every single day. If this story moves something in you, share it with someone who's been busy but feels lost. They need to hear this more than you know. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell to be notified when we upload new content. Also, like the video. The road is waiting. Pick your direction. Now, move.